guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today's a very fun video for me to film because I am opening my Freewrite, which was a very sweet gift from my husband. This is something I've been wanting for a while. I got it for my birthday, so we're gonna open it up, we're gonna test it out. I'm gonna do a little vlog and we're gonna try it out and see how much it helps. I'm hoping this will really help me with my writing and help me be less distracted. That's like the whole point of it. But if you don't know what a Freewrite is, it's basically a distraction-free computer. This is the like traveler mode. There's another one that's, I think it's called the alpha. I looked at it and this one like folds and has like a screen. Basically it's just like going back in time technology, but it live like updates your writing and you can only see like the small amount that's on the screen. There's no like apps for you to go into. It has like a really long battery life. You can basically bring this anywhere. I did a lot of travel this spring and I brought my laptop and was writing in airports, hotel rooms, all sorts of things like that. And writing on an airplane with the like little tray table when the person in front of you is reclining, couldn't have the screen fully up. The constant fear that someone was going to break my MacBook by like throwing themselves back. I'm really excited to try this. I have a flight coming up this next month. It'll be a 6-hour flight, so I'm hoping to be able to use this, as well as I'm wanting to start a routine every morning where I do no phone for the first like half an hour and just write without any sort of like distractions, because it's really being put to like the last minute. I've been like editing YouTube videos in the morning, or like I've been doing pretty much anything but writing lately. So I'm hoping if I come up with a prompt for like what I'm working on, or have like specific things I want to work on the night before, in the morning I can like drink my coffee and just like use this and write for a little while, 15, 20, 30 minutes, whatever I can do, and just focus on that and nothing else. And that's kind of the routine I want to start. So let's open this up, get it all set up, and let's try it out for the next week or so, see how we like it. Okay, so I think I have it figured out to an extent, which was pretty quick and easy. It's only been a couple of minutes since I opened it up and started typing and stuff. It's like a whole new kind of system. It's nothing like a regular computer. It's very like, there's specific keys you have to press to do pretty much everything, and it's not like the usual interface that I'm used to using. So this will definitely take some getting used to, but I think I understand how to use it. So this is on like the screen where I can start typing. The screen below it though can change. So right now it's blank, but I can have it show the date, my email, all that kind of stuff. This is how many words I've written and characters, all of that. The time, I don't know what this 34 is. It keeps going up, so I'm gonna have to look at it. But this is the coolest thing to me. It's a like sprint timer, I'm assuming. It's showing me how much time has elapsed while I'm typing. So this will be something I am definitely going to try out this week, like while I'm trying to set up a new routine and write with this for a certain amount of time each day. I'm thinking I'm gonna start with like 15 minutes or so. So this is just such a simplistic method. I'm really excited. I kind of feel like this is going to be the biggest game changer with writing because I get so easily distracted and nothing about this is distracting. Like there's literally nothing to think about but the words that I'm writing down. So I think I'm just going to be doing like prompts for things that I am trying to fix because I've already gone through a lot of my book and made edits of things I want to change or paragraphs I want to change. The only thing I haven't quite figured out is like if I can upload my chapters that I already have and like continue writing with them. But I'm actually wondering if this is a good idea to use like when I'm redrafting something. So my first chapter, there were a lot of changes and I was working on it yesterday and I got kind of overwhelmed because I couldn't see the original content. Then I have like all the notes of the changes I need to make. So I wonder if I need to just like put in like the line or two I know I want that's already in here and then just like rewrite, as it's called, like write what I think should go there. And then if I want to input stuff later, I'm going to pull up my computer and you can actually like hook this into your computer and have it kind of like live update there. I've only looked at the website that it sends it to, so you actually just hit this button, send, anytime you want what you're writing to be sent to the online cloud that it has. I just like haven't gone on the actual website. I only looked at it on my phone to see like how you then download what you type and everything. So I'm gonna have to figure all this out. It makes me like a little nervous writing a ton of stuff in here and then it going to like a cloud. So I think I'm gonna try using this too. It just makes me nervous, like what if it doesn't sync and upload correctly, and what if they don't have everything that I wrote? I don't know. Hopefully that's not the case with this because it's so little and light, and this seems like the easiest setup to get like a lot of work done, especially like in short periods of time. One of the reasons I really wanted to get this is I have a lot of chronic illnesses and just health problems in general, and so I spend a lot of time going to doctor's appointments and driving to and from doctor's appointments and waiting at doctor's appointments. And so the idea that I have a lot of like 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, I always kind of wish I could be getting something done during that time, and it kind of makes me feel like I could now, as long as I have my like prompts written out of like what I'm working on and not just like staring at a blank page. But if it's like write something like this, like, and then I have time to just like brainstorm out some ideas. Where would it be? Like all sorts of different things. I just feel like I would have like enough time to get something done rather than nothing, because my goal this year is to figure out how to draft faster, how to write more every day. And even if this just means that I get like 200 words a day, like always done by having this with me, that would be such an improvement right now, because I'm only really working on my book when I have like lots of hours and time to work on it, and pretty much only when I'm at home. So the idea that I could bring this with me and get a bunch done sounds wonderful. So I'm gonna mess around with this and go on the website, and I'll show you guys if I learn anything new. Otherwise, we will be trying this out tomorrow and seeing how much we can get done in our new like morning routine with the Freewrite. I just wanted to give you a little tour of Postbox, the website that Freewrite uses for their cloud. This is what it looks like. It's very simple. You just log into it and then it shows you your different drafts. So I have 2 different drafts, one for my contemporary romance, one for my fantasy romance, and it even shows you what folder it's in. So folder B is my fantasy romance series, folder A is my contemporary. You can click into it, make sure everything looks okay. I have not had any issues with the upload feature, with the cloud, anything like that. Once you go into the website and check that everything's okay, you can do a bunch of different stuff in here, and this is what's most important, the syncing to. So you can send it to Google, Evernote, OneDrive, Dropbox, and then you can also do things like downloading it as a PDF, as a text, as a docx, and then it will just load to your computer. And that is how simple it is to download from the website to your computer. Just one button. So it's been a very simple process. I've really enjoyed it. I haven't had any issues. If you end up getting the subscription and having the plus version, you can upload drafts and it's super simple. You literally just click browse file, you can drag documents into it, and that's it. You'll have it uploaded to the account. Say hi. Hi, sweets. Why are you so cute? Why are you so cute? Hello. I'm going to try to use my Freewrite again this morning. Thought I would film some with you guys. I really haven't been using it much. I decided to subscribe to their yearly subscription, which allows you to upload a document, like your current document, to this because I have been trying to use this, but the problem is because I'm in some of the editing phase, I didn't have the original document, and so then I'm having to look at my phone or my laptop and type what I had and what I was trying to add or change to it. I don't know if this is the best for editing. Not sure if I'm using it quite correctly the way I should be, but I have been dying to write some of my contemporary romance work in progress right now. So many ideas have been coming for it, and a bunch of different contemporary romance series ideas that I have, and I've been jotting down so many notes on my phone while I'm out. And this morning while I was driving my husband to work, I just had so much to say and so much to think about, and literally just sat in a parking lot for a couple minutes and was typing on my phone. So I feel like I'm going to take a couple minutes and work on that here. I haven't really figured out a routine with this yet, but that is what I want, is to basically just have a no phone, no internet time very first thing in the morning to just write lots of ideas. I think I need to be less intense about this and more just use it as a notepad rather than I'm writing the actual book, because it has these different folders, and so I made one folder for my fantasy romance project and one folder for my contemporary romance project, and I think I will make another folder for another project that I also am working on, and I think I'm just gonna continually just like write any idea that comes to me and like jot it all down, scenes, just like have this as like the brainstorming piece, and then we'll take that and use my laptop to like turn it into more. So I'm gonna sit and work for a little bit. I read The Most Beautiful Book recently by Emily Henry, her newest release, Great Big Beautiful Life, and it's probably going to live up there as like one of my top favorite books of all time. I just re-listened to the last 2 chapters on the way home. Felt exactly the same about it that I did when I finished it a couple days ago. It's the kind of book that I immediately wanted to restart. I don't own it, so I am going to get it today, and I just, yeah, wow. It was like one of those books that just like speaks to your soul and you just feel so deeply, and I absolutely loved it. And it just made me think about so many things that I was trying to tell in some of my stories, and just really made me want to just sit down and keep writing and writing and writing. And I love when a book is so good that I want to like literally put the book down to go write. That's how it made me feel. So I've been listening to a playlist for Great Big Beautiful Life on Spotify, and I'm gonna throw that on and I'm gonna get to writing. And I'm just gonna work on this contemporary romance piece for the next however much. It is like 9:15 in the morning. I have a doctor's appointment later today, so I'm just gonna work on this for a little bit and see how much I can get done. So yeah. So I just wanted to give you a little update on using my Freewrite. I just used it the other day for the whole reason I wanted this device, which is going to a doctor's appointment and being able to write. And I just sent over the document that I wrote while I was at the doctor's and put it into Word and saw that I wrote 521 words while waiting at a doctor's appointment. And that is like worth everything to me, because I go to like multiple doctor's appointments a week, and sometimes I don't have to wait at all, but when I have to wait to see a new doctor or something like that where the time is very unpredictable, it's very frustrating to me, because it's like never enough time to like fully get everything out on like a laptop and work. And you like never know when the doctor's gonna walk in, you never know when like you're gonna suddenly need to go. And recently I've used this a couple times where I literally all I have to do is close it. You don't have to do anything fancy, you just close it and it saves it. And then when I'm home, I go on Wi-Fi and I press send and it brings it to my email or to the website app. And to me, that's like worth it. This is definitely a drafting tool. I was trying to use it on my fantasy romance project, which is almost done, and just do kind of like some rewrites of certain paragraphs when I was editing that I wanted to change, but I really wasn't liking it. I almost was like, this was a mistake getting this, because I was not using it, and when I was trying to use it I had to have like my phone or something on the side with like the original text, and I was constantly having to compare and type things in. Then I realized I did join their yearly subscription, which allows you to upload text. So in the future now I can like upload a chapter from my book and then go through and add more, or like upload a whatever I want to upload. So I can upload things that I've already written instead of having to hand retype it into the Freewrite. Drafting a new project, I'm working on my contemporary romance I think it's about 30,000 words right now. It's the first book in my contemporary romance series, and I've just been working on it when I feel like my fantasy romance editing stuff is getting to me and I like don't want to do that anymore. I am working on this and I have no idea when I plan to publish the series. I don't really have a lot of plans for it yet. I just am writing the book and it's something I really enjoy, and so that's been fun to be able to draft. The thing about the free write is it's not meant to like kind of navigate around a lot in the document. It's not the same as on a laptop. You have to like press multiple buttons to kind of move it around, and it's very like analog style versus like a very digital product like a MacBook. It needs to be like used correctly, and now that I feel like I am using it the way it's intended, which is like I'm just writing as much as possible. I'm not going back and editing out misspelled words, or sometimes I'm even writing one word and then realizing I don't want to say that and then just keeping going. And then this is like what I wrote the other day at the doctor's office, and there's like a million grammar and spelling errors on it all highlighted, but it's not going to take very long for me to just go through and do like a quick edit and like make everything a full sentence and make sure like it's all correct that way, and like the spelling and stuff. And then I'm putting it directly into Vellum because I think that's where I started drafting this project originally, so it's all in Vellum. I am loving that I can just bring this into a doctor's office or an appointment or whatever it is and just work on it. And I've brought it to a lot of appointments lately. I haven't probably filmed that for you guys, but I brought it to my hair appointment because I got my like toner or highlights or whatever she does, and I have to go and sit like for a while, and I brought this and I worked on this a little bit. I think I worked on my fantasy project, but I wrote on it a bit and edited, and I've done it at multiple other doctor's appointments and just like brought it while I'm out different places. If I feel like I have to wait anywhere, I can just pull it out. The only thing is like I don't have a bag that this fits in very well, so I might have to rethink like the purse that I'm bringing so that I could just kind of stick this in, because my purse is made to fit my Kindle Paperwhite. I chose this purse because it holds Kindles correctly, and it does. I always have my Kindle with me. It's great. And that's usually what I used to do, is read a lot while I was at places like this, but sometimes I can write easier than I can read when I'm kind of like distracted at a doctor's appointment, especially if I'm drafting. It's like I'm just getting words down and like story and not like having to be super absorbed in a story. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyways, but so far I'm really enjoying it. This may be the end of the video. I'm not sure. If it is, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about the free write, let me know in the comments below and I can try to answer them for you. I'm like not an expert on it at all. It's just something I got for my birthday and have been using and trying out and I'm really enjoying so far. It's a bit on the pricier side, this product, which is why it was a birthday gift and I didn't ask for it. My husband just kind of surprised me. So I did not think I would get this at this point in my writing career. I thought this was gonna be like when I'm like on deadlines and like it's like a full-time thing and I need to be writing all the time, but I don't know. So he got it for me and so here I am using it. It's been really nice and it's been fun to like try to fit more and more writing in anywhere I can, which is cool. The only thing I don't know that I like am interested to see, I guess, what happens is like heat, because it's about to be summer in Florida, which like yesterday it was like 103 or something. So things kind of like overheat a lot in Florida and in the summer, and you don't typically use like electronics outside. So I'm not sure if like that applies to this. It's like the screen is like much different than a regular screen. It's more like what my Kindle is, I feel like, and my Kindle can be outside and it doesn't overheat. So maybe I can use this outside. We'll have to see. But yeah, but thanks so much for watching this video and I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope your writing's going well. Let me know in the comments what you do to get more writing in regularly. If you have any fun tips and tricks for all of us, and I'll see you in my next vlog. Bye.